All right. Welcome back to Ted Greene's chord chemistry. We're walking through Ted Greene's chord chemistry. We're on part 9A J today. All right, top of page 48. If you don't have the book and you would like to follow along with these dominant 7, flat 9, sharp 5 chords, you can get that book right here in the link in the card above or the link in the description below. The dominant 7, flat 9, sharp 5 chords consist of the 1, the 3, the sharp 5, the flat 7, and the flat 9. So 5-note chords. We have just a small collection, relatively small collection compared to what we've been through. Enjoy the session together. And we'll start right now on position number 6. Starting on position 6, I have finger 1 on root note. This is a classic introduction to this chord if we're new to it. So we have the root, the 3, the flat 7, the flat 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, flatted, and then the sharp 5 or augmented interval on the top. Let's finish up the voicing. So we have the root 3, flat 7, flat 9, sharp 5 on the top. If you want. All right, so the next one is an A chord. We have the position number 8. So here we go. Let's take right off. Position number 8. So we have 5, 7, 8. And then we're on fret number 9. So we have the 3 in the bass. Then I'm thinking about using my 3rd finger. We'll see if that turns out. We have the flat 7, the root note, or the flat 9, I guess, instead of the root note, because we'll be packed up here to fret number 8. And then the 4th finger grabbing that sharp 5. The root is on the top on the B string underneath fret number 10 with the 4th finger. There's the root note there. Really nice stuff here. Okay, A7, flat 9, sharp 5, or augmented is on position number 3 with a thumb. Oh, geez, here we go. Root note 3, flat 7, flat 9, augmented. Well, this wasn't as bad as I was hoping it would be. I was kind of hoping for a train wreck for us. But it's turned out that it's a safe little place to be. All right, let's take a look at that root, the 3, the flat 7, the flat 9, and then the sharp 5 on the top. What a brilliant sounding, let's see, root 3, flat 7, flat 9, sharp 5. That's correct. Moving right along to position number 8. Back to 5, 7, 8, and then we're on finger 3 on fret number 10 on the A string. So we're looking at the flat 7, the flat 9, and then we're using the 4th finger to double stop. So we've got to shimmy that over a little bit, just a wee little bit, so that we can use, and then a very aggressive arch on the 3rd finger, or smear the 3rd finger down a little bit with this sharp 5 on the, is that what's going on? What are we doing? We have the A with the 3 on the top. So let's take a look one more time. The flat 7, the flat 9, the flat, or the sharp 5, the flat 7, and then the 3 on the top. Oh, Mr. Greene. Here it is. We have the flat 7, the flat 9, the flat or the sharp 5, the flat 7, and the 3 on the top with the A in the bass. This is not an easy chord grip, so a little finesse goes a long way on chords like shapes like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at, little breather here. Fret number 12, we have the root, the flat 7, the 3, but this is making up for all of it. We can choose whichever fingers we'd like. I really like fingers 1 and 2 for this. Root, flat 7, 3, sharp 5. What are we doing here? And then flat 9 on the top, right? Very cool. That's exactly what's going on. A7, flat 9, augmented. So let's go ahead and just run back to position number 4. You can see we're looking for root note. We're looking for, oh, I don't know, maybe this is flat 9, right? So we're on position number 5. Actually, we start right here on position 5. So we're just going to kick it up a fret, starting with flat 9, flat 7, and then we have the flat, or the 3, the sharp 5, and then the root note on the top. Yeah. E7, flat 9, augmented. Position number 8. So we're starting right here on 8, so we know that we have the flat 9 right here in the bass. Then we have the flat, or the sharp 5, the root, the 3, and then the flat 7 on the top. This is a lot different to my ears than this one is. This sounds a lot different right here. All right. As it should, all of the same tones, completely different voicing and stack. So that lends to a critical difference. So let's take a look at position number 8. And then we're on position number 8, 5, 7, 8. Then we're using finger 1 on the sharp 5. I have finger 3 on the E11. Is that the, okay, so we're starting E7, flat 9 augmented. So we have the root note. So we have the, let's see, the flat 9, the flat 7, finger 4 is going to be on the sharp 5 or the augmented, the root, and then the 3, oh, whoa, hey, on the top. Yeah. And the more we work these voicings and visit those, the more ideas we just absorb them. They become part of our chord vocabulary. So we'll just continue to absorb these chords as we proceed. And this chord might be this. Let's use the next chord as the example. So position 8, one more time. We're using E7, flat 9, sharp 5 with a natural 5, you know, so this is really cool. So we've got let's take a look, E, so we have the sharp 5, flat 9, we have you could use the regular 5, the natural 5 here, the root note 3, and then the flat 7 on the top. Now, this chord really speaks to me. It's like a really good hollandaise sauce, you know? Oh, what do we do? Where are we going with this chord? All right. So that's exactly what this is. This is the 5 chord in the key of A, right? So let's not forget that. But what I would do is just continue working these chords and playing the chords, release the grip, and come back and replay the chord. Every finger arrives at its destination simultaneously. And even for the more complicated chord voicings like the one that precedes this on fret number 8, if we go through this process of grip and release, this stuff does become easy for us, right? So let's not forget that repetition. I would do, this is for me, this is easily I mean, no kidding. Like for you, you're probably a whiz kid or whatever, and you know, prodigal guitar player, and you can just play each one time. But you know, maybe not. For most of us, we have to play these chords and memorize them, you know, 25, 30, 50 times over the span of maybe months to literally absorb these and have them come out into our playing. This can take some time. It's a project. It's a project. And I know you agree with that. I know you feel it. So let's go ahead to the next one. E7, flat 9, augmented. Old augmented. So on position number 10, we have the flat 7, the 3, and then we could use the sharp 5 here if you want. The root, sharp 5, and then root again on the top. Let's take one more look. The flat 9, I think I missed that in the middle of the voicing. Flat 7, 3, flat 9. There it is. And then sharp 5, root note on the top. So I'm using let's see, I've got, you know, fingers 2, 3, and 4 on my picking hand, and then I'm grabbing with thumb and index on the low E and A strings, right? So this stuff is brilliant. So this starts to that makes us wonder a little bit about right hand systems, which we'll get into in another sequence. But you understand, you know, separating the right hand out so that we can cover all of the strings or as many strings as we can. Also, we have the strum that we can use forward and reverse. All right. So let's go ahead and start back here at position number 5. We're starting with a flat 9 in the bass, the sharp 5, the flat 7, the 3, and then the root note on the top. I like to sing the A note so that I have a pretty good understanding of where the root note is, but we do have the root note in the melody. All right. I think we'd have the 5 here would be the flat 9. All right, let's see, flat 9, sharp 5, flat 7, 3, 1, and then we have the 1 chord of the, you know, D major 7. So that would be the 1 chord of this dominant 7th chord. The 5 chord, the A7 flat 9, sharp 5, natural 5. We could resolve that, you know, roughly to D, what is it, major 7? So or the 1, some kind of 1 chord or whatever. Approach things half step above upper and lower neighbor chords. So that stuff all coming down the road. What I want to do is stay focused on just getting through with you every single chord, word by word, page by page, chord by chord, as we proceed through this book together. All right, and I'm so happy that you're here, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So if you're here, don't hesitate to share some thoughts with us about things that are happening in the world of guitar. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're looking for finger 3. All right, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're way up here, but we're on position 8. So we've got to remember this. It looks like we have that first finger, you know, doing this on the top 2 strings. So we'll have that to look forward to. How about that? So we have the E7 flat 9 augmented. We have the root, the flat 7, the flat 9, the 3, and then the augmented 5th on the top. So we have this really nice you know, really cool kind of Really cool. Let's see if we can get back to this chord. Just let's try gripping it, release it, shake the hand out. Shake it out a little bit, come back to it. I'm thinking root, you know, a root, flat 7. I've got the flat 9, the 3 and the sharp 5 on the top. And that's, I'm kind of getting there, you know. E7, flat 9, augmented again with position number 9. We've got the thumb on the flat 7, finger 2 on the sharp 5, flat 9, 3 with finger 1, root note on the top. What a brilliant voicing this is. E7 flat, here's the last voicing. E7 flat 9, sharp 5, natural 5 in the parens here. So we're on position number 7, so let's jump on up there and look at 5 in the bass. That's correct. Flat 7 in the next in line. And then we have, no, flat 9 next in line. Sorry, I'm not sure what I'm thinking here. So we have the 5, flat 9, flat 7, 3, and then the sharp 5. So the finger pattern for me, for my picking hand sequencing, is going to be looking like. It's going to look a lot like that, but this generates a tremendous amount of tension, doesn't it? You know. We're starting to get, you know, into the realm of the Mr. Frizzell here. Yeah. If you don't have the book yet, you can find it right here in the link in the card above, link in the description. And thank you so much for being here again today and continuing on. We have some more things to look forward to. D, or not D, but the dominant 7 sharp 5 chords, or dominant 7 augmented, which we'll do in this next lesson here. So let's go ahead and follow that, click that down and watch that down, and I'll see you over there. And until next time, until we meet over here, in case there's a gap, I wish you happy picking.